Hi guys, so what the worst thing of IIH for me is just the change in the way you have to live your life. I used to be really fit and healthy. I now can't do the exercise that I used to and work like I used to. So for me that's the hardest thing about IIH. My three worst symptoms of IIH are the excruciating headaches, vomiting, and just generally feeling like crap. The difference for me between a good day and a bad day is in a good day I can get up and walk the dogs and maybe potter around the house and the garden doing things, go shopping, sort of live normal day to day life. But on a bad day I can struggle to get out of bed due to pain and sickness, and I just can't live life like a normal person, and I find that really hard. But that's the difference for me between a good day and a bad day.
Hi, I'm Lisa and I'm about to do my awareness video. So what is the worst thing about having IIH is that it stops you from doing things, obviously the pain, and it affects your everyday life and those around you. The difference in a good day versus a bad day. On a good day like today, I've been to the beach, I've enjoyed time with my family. On a bad day, you can't even get up in the morning, take your children to school, do anything for yourself, and it's just quite life limiting. And the next question is, how does IIH affect your daily activities? You can't do as much. I have a VPL shunt, so it is difficult to breathe sometimes when you're sort of coming up and downstairs at home, going on long journeys. If you've got a headache, if you've got low pressure, you just can't move, and if you've got high pressure, even then you struggle to move. And the three worst symptoms of IIH, well, I currently have a tablet here with the questions, and I've helped put the questions together, and I've seen the questions a million times, but I just can't remember them because my memory is just shot. The other worst symptoms would be the tinnitus in my ears. I might be getting hearing aids next week. And then the headaches themselves, they are just awful. It really feels like your head's being squoze, and when that happens you just can't do anything. So that's my part, and I feel really stupid doing this video and talking to myself, but I'm glad I've done it, and I'm going to send it to Sabrina now. Bye! Hi Isabella. Say hello.
Hi.
Okay, so this is Isabella, and she is my daughter. She's 5 years old. So I'm just going to ask her the questions that we've put down for a child. So, do you know what's wrong with Mummy?
She has got a poorly head.
Okay. And how do you help Mummy?
I help her by getting things for her.
What type of things do you get for me?
Slippers.
Slippers? Anything else? Okay. And is there anything that Mummy can't do when she's got a bad head and she's hurting and I'm in pain? What things does Mummy not be able to do?
You can't pick things up.
And
you can't bend down.
Yeah, that's right.
How has IIH affected your life? IIH has affected my life, mainly because I need to be more considerate these days. I think there's additional responsibilities which I feel that I have to undertake these days, because my partner is quite often not feeling well enough to do the things which she normally would do. So, when you're considering, looking after a family, looking after a property, there are a number of things on a daily kind of basis that need to be sorted, and I feel that I'm probably in a better position than she is to complete those things, because quite often she doesn't feel well enough to do them.
Hi, I have IIH. The worst thing about IIH is, to me, is being told that I can't have children, or not to have children. And now seeing a lot of people with IIH having children and being able to. And to me, it's too late now. I'm too old to have children, never to have children. I wanted a family, and that's it. It's gone. It's taken away from me. IIH has robbed me of a career, of everything. My whole life has gone because of IIH. It's just an awful disease for anyone to have. Whether you've got a family or not, it affects everybody in different ways. It's just a disgusting disease, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Worst symptoms of IIH. I find my worst symptoms are the headaches, the vomiting, and the dizziness are my worst three symptoms. There's loads more, but them three are just the worst. And when they come on with vengeance, and they just get worse and worse and worse. If I could walk around the house clutching the toilet, I would. It's just horrendous. People just don't understand what you go through. You know, when people have food poisoning and they hate it. Imagine being like that 24/7 with IIH, just being throwing up all the time. You know, and we've done nothing to deserve it, but that's what we've got to go through. So, yeah.
What is the worst thing about having IIH? It's the isolation and losing my sight. The difference between a good and a bad day. On a good day, I can get up and potter about the house and do different jobs. On a bad day, I just sit in a darkened room. How does it limit my daily activity? Some days I just can't do anything and just need to sit and sleep. The three worst symptoms are the pain, the nausea, and the vision loss.
My name is Shayna, and I was diagnosed on August 17th, Wednesday, 2016. What is the worst thing about having IIH? Being confined to my room and my bed, not being able to spend time with my kids or do family outings. Difference between a good day versus a bad day. Well, I'm still learning and freshly diagnosed, so I don't really have that many days to go off of, but I did have some really bad days where I couldn't even get up to go to the bathroom or to shower, or let alone just get myself a glass of water. afford to cook for my kids or to get them ready for school. So I guess that would be my bad days, would be when it's too hard for me to get up and it's too hard to stand. Good days I'm still in pain, but I can at least get up to shower if I make it quick. And I have to just hurry and lay down really fast. What does IIH limit you? Or how does IIH limit you, your daily activities? Well, I have 3 young boys, ages 8, 5, and 2. I make them lunches every day. I make them breakfast and I take them to school. And I pick them up from school, and I haven't been able to do so this past week. I can't go out on a trampoline with them. I can't do anything with them right now. So it's hard. I'm sorry.
My name is Jason.
Do you know what is wrong with mommy?
You know, she has a lot of pressure in her, and she's very sick. Pressure in her brain.
Do you have to help mommy?
I have to bring her. I have to bring her coconut water and I help her take her pills.
Is there anything mommy can't do for you when she is hurting?
She can't play with me. She can't play with me. She can't make cereal. And she can't watch TV with us.
How does that make you feel?
Sad.
What would you like to say to me, to mommy?
That I love her.
You love me. I love you too. Has IIH affected you?
Affected me?
Yeah, how has it affected your life?
Has a big impact on my wife, so because of it, it impacts all of us as a family in our household. So just watching her go through this, seeing her in pain is hard.
Yeah. So how does it feel to see your loved one in pain and not being able to take it away?
It's hard. One being I don't know what exactly can help or what to do.
Yeah.
I would say the worst thing about having this condition is being told you don't look like there's anything wrong with you. I really think that the difference in a good day and a bad day, on a good day, you can do everything you need to do. You can take care of your kids, you can cook supper, you can go to work and earn a paycheck, you can wash your hair, you can get dressed without a problem, you can do your basic daily things. On a bad day, you can't. That's how it messes with your daily activities. You don't want to wash your hair. You don't want to cook supper. You don't want to go to work. You want to lay in a bed and cry, or you're nauseous and you're sick. It's just, you don't want to do anything. The worst part for me having this condition is how it affects your vision. My vision gets blurry at times while I'm at work, and then I can't do the work that I need to on the computer or just in general. While I'm driving, sometimes my vision gets completely messed up, and it happens when I have my kids in the car, or the pressure behind my eyes is awful sometimes, and it makes me cry, and it's debilitating at times. And the ringing in the ears, it makes you crazy. That has got to be one of the worst things, because it makes you feel like you're nuts, because you're like, somebody else has got to hear this, but nobody hears it, and it's just you. I really hope that one day there is something that can make all of the suffering end for all of us.
Hi, my name is Diana, and I've been diagnosed with IIH for 6 years now. What is the worst thing about having IIH? The worst thing about having IIH is looking normal. As you can see, I look like a normal person sometimes, and people can't believe that I'm sick. What is the difference in a good day versus a bad day? On a bad day, I can't get out of bed. On a good day, I can get up, do my hair, my makeup, the little things like straighten my hair, doing my daughter's hair, walking them to school. How does IH limit your daily activities? Well, I can't really be in the sun much, so that means I can't really do stuff for my children, like take them to the park or doing anything really. Like shopping for groceries is really hard. What are 3 of the worst symptoms you have with IH? It is the headaches. The headaches are the worst. My house is always dark. Other symptoms is like nausea and vomiting, and of course the weakness. These are my children, and it's not only me who is suffering, but as well my children are suffering. This is Chino, he's 9 years old. This is Eileen, she's 3, and this is Angelina, she's 7. Do you know what is wrong with mommy?
You have really bad headaches.
Do you know what's wrong with mommy?
You can't get off of bed.
Correct. Do you know what's wrong with mommy?
Dad,
Why is mommy sick?
the sick make it hot. The hot.
Yeah, my head always hurts. Do you have to help mommy, and how do you help me?
I help you by letting you sleep and taking care of my 2 siblings.
Do you help mommy?
I help by taking care of you and saying to you if you're okay and looking at you if you need something.
Thank you. Is there anything mommy cannot do for you when she's hurting?
You cannot play with us.
I cannot play.
You cannot get out of bed.
What would you like to say to mommy?
I hope they find a cure for your IIH.
Thank you, baby.
I hope your headaches are gone.
Thank you.
I did to get package gun to our gun.
Thank you. Bye.
The worst thing about having IIH is it's crap. It basically affects everything. It affects day-to-day living. It affects the whole family. It doesn't just affect the person with it. It affects the children, affects your partner, it affects parents, everybody really, your close family, friends. Difference between a good day and a bad day. On a good day you can do things, you can go out, you can have a fun day, you can even do housework. Bad day, you can't do anything. You're either laid up in bed, on the settee, crying, just in so much pain, having to take painkillers and painkillers don't work. It limits daily activities basically because you can't do anything. When you're so poorly, you're just totally limited to not being able to do anything at all. To simple things as just looking after your children, simple things as housework, things like that. Just anything and everything is limited when you are poorly and hurting and in pain. My 3 worst symptoms, I would say personally for me, I would say is constant daily headaches. That would be my main one. Chronic fatigue and dizziness. So, do you know what's wrong with Mummy?
I only know that you've got stuff wrong with your brain.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that you've got IIH, which means that you've got fluid on your brain and that you've got Chiari malformation, which was when the brain was slipping down your spinal column. But that's all. Only all I know, really.
Okay. And do you have to help Mummy with things?
Yes.
Yeah. And how do you help?
Like I help around the house and walk me to the shop sometimes.
Okay.
It's mainly me walking to the shop. Yeah,
Both of us. You walk with us. You can't go on your own. But
yeah, I always go. I always do stuff for you. Either it's looking after the little sister, doing stuff around the house, going to the shop, going places for you. Just all depends what you need us to do, really.
yeah. Okay.
What is the worst thing about having IIH?
The worst thing is the debilitating headaches and the pain that you get that just puts you in agony for hours and sometimes days and days, and you can't live your life like a normal person does.
What is the difference in a good day versus a bad day?
I would say the difference is you don't know what you're going to get when you wake up, and you could be prepared for having a good day, and you could start off having no pain and no trouble and no issue, and 20 minutes into your day everything goes to shit and you can't do anything the rest of the day, and you have to cancel plans and you can do nothing, and people get mad at you and your friends get mad at you, and your family is pretty much the only ones that understand you can't do anything anymore, and you suffer.
I am answering for my father, who has myotonic muscular dystrophy, because he would feel that I would be able to speak it and answer his questions more clearly than he would because he slurs.
Okay, so how has IIH affected your life?
He wrote, I'm always worried about her, worried that she'll hurt herself doing too much in one day.
How does it feel to see your loved one in pain and not be able to take it away?
He wrote, it's heartbreaking. There's nothing worse than being heartbroken and can't help your mate. It's the cause of sadness.
What does IIH mean to you?
It means the amount of people that have it go undiagnosed and suffer with it shouldn't have to. The awareness needs to go out more often and for better treatment, more research, and maybe even on the genetic level, and possibly having a cure in the future.
And your one wish?
His wish would be for there to be a non-invasive cure for this disease.